Welcome to I'll Be Gone Fishing. This will be hopefully my first video log that's going to go on my site. Again, that is I'll Be Gone Fishing. Like I'll Be is my last name, so it'll be like I'll be here, I'll be there, I'll be gone fishing. So, start looking forward to it. I am 64 years old. I grew up in Southern California. I have fished from the waters of Mexico up to Alaska and all through Southern California. I love fishing here. I think California's got some of the best fishing in the world. That's why we have so many people that come here. I fish fly fish. I fish freshwater, obviously, for trout, bass, catfish, just everything that can come out of a lake, out of a river. I also fish offshore. I'll be booking some 3/4 days, some night fishing, some half days, some day and a halves, some 3-day fishing trips, and along the way we'll become good friends. We'll learn how to communicate, because you guys can give me some ideas on what you want to see. Please write in. I've been fishing for a long time. I have seen the evolution of fishing, where all you youngsters like looking at everything and you see how all this stuff is just so high tech. I can take you back through where I came from, what I originally started out with, and to where I'm at today. I fish with old pin reels, like this one right here. This old pin's been around for a long time. It's not what I call a big one. It's not very beefy. If you hear it, they've always had a lot of play in them. But you know what? They work. And they still work today. I could still go out and catch good fish today. I had this one a long time ago. I think I was about 16 years old. Me and my brother Grant, we were out fishing on a 3/4 day boat. Might have been a full day. But anyway, just off out of Davies Locker out of Newport. And we were catching bonita, barracuda, big bonita, like they're catching right now. We haven't caught this size bonita in years that are catching right now. And I'm talking about 8-pounders, 10-pounders. It's been a long time since I've seen bonita that size. A lot of fun to catch. They're just a blast. There is ways to eat bonita, and I can give you that recipe too one of these days. But right now I just want to kind of talk about where I've been. I got spooled out on a fishing trip as we were catching bonita and barracuda. I had a bluefin tuna streak through all that mess of fish and hook up on my little reel. That thing took me to the very end of the reel and then let go. I cranked that thing down as hard as I could, and it still kept pulling the drag out. And smart as I was, I took my thumb and I put it right down on the line because I wanted to stop that sucker so I could see what it was. Burnt my thumb, got my first big blister on my thumb, hurt like the devil. The captain up top, I heard him laughing, and so after that was all said and done, it let go right at the end, frayed my line, because the eyes on those old rods aren't like they are today, and the line isn't quite as good as it is today, by a long shot, and it just frayed it all. So this reel was out of commission for that day. So everybody, my brother, the captain, a few other people around me got a good laugh that I burnt my thumb that day. But anyway, as soon as I got home that next weekend, I went out and bought my first Tuna King pole with rollers, and I bought a nice big 04 pin reel and put not braided line. We used this cotton braid back in those days, and doggone it, never did catch a big tuna off that thing. I ended up giving it away, a short 20 years later, maybe even longer. I hung on to that rod for a long time. But anyway, I've always hung on to this reel. It's always been a good little reel. I mean, my kids, my grandkids, everybody can still use these things. So don't throw away your reels. Even if your wife tells you, get rid of some of this junk, don't do it. Just hang on to them, because they're still viable. They're still good. Pin is just a great make of a reel. Been around forever. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see up here, kind of the evolution. Times have changed. I moved up. Here's my braid. A cotton line back in those days. Cotton line. Got up to this one. Big old .4. And just kept going. Now this one right here. Take a look at this one. This is a beautiful little reel. It's also a pin. And I'll tell you what, these are a Pin 500 Jig Master. I had to think about that. It's been a while since I picked this one up. Last time I used this was about 6-7 years ago, I guess it was. I was down in La Paz, and I was fishing for, well, I was out of Apanga, me and a buddy, and we were fishing for anything that bite, but actually what was going on down there was tuna, some sailfish. Also, we were hooking up into a lot of Dorado, some dodos. We'd catch about 12 dodos a day, each of us. I mean, it was just an amazing amount of Dorado down there. Just a lot of fun. I ended up bringing in a 62-pounder on this. So, yes, they do work. They're a great little reel. I use that Cajun line on here. I don't know if you've ever used that, but for an inexpensive line, that Cajun line always worked well. For some reason, the fish just never minded the Cajun red. And it looks kind of nice, you know, it's very, very stylish. But anyway, I haven't used this one for a long time. I have moved up into newer, more sophisticated reels. I've got Acras. I have just bought a new Trenix last year, or Tranks, however you want to say it. I still buy some pins. I do buy a Kuma. I've got a Kuma spinning reels. I've got Luz for bass rods. They just keep going. There's just so many fine companies out there right now that are putting out high quality reels. So anyway, that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. That's kind of what I'll be doing as we go along. I'll keep talking to you about how it used to be and where it's gone. I love to fish. You should too. So, I fish Southern California waters. If you ever want to get out and try something new, and you need somebody to kind of help you out, you write into there. You just message in here, and I will try to set something up. I surf fish. I'm into kayak fishing. I kayak in the lakes, but I also, my kayak is an ocean kayak. It's a Malibu Stealth 14-footer. If you ever want to have a blast, you go out of La Jolla and get out there early in the morning, you know, during the spring bite, and catch yourself some yellowtail, yellowfin, Dorado. This year, even some guys got some wahoo. Just amazing fishing out of there. One of the most amazing places to go fishing. You drive right onto the beach, drop off your kayaks, and none of that hard tugging that thing out through the sand. And go park your vehicle and come back and jump your kayak, get through the initial waves, and just have a fun day fishing out there. You got to go about 1.5 miles out, so you need to kind of get yourself in shape. Don't go out there and you don't know how to swim and you're out of shape. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you like to swim, because you will spill your kayak over sooner or later. It's just inevitable, but it's a blast. A lot of fun. I've had boats from every size, sailboats and fishing boats, and I am having more doggone fun in that kayak than I've had in a long time. I also bought my wife a kayak, and so we go fishing together. So you'll see her eventually on this too. But we will show you how to cook fish up. Most of the fish on the freshwater, I do a lot of catch and release, but there is some good fishing. I grew up eating catfish, so it is some good fishing out here in California, and plus our neighboring states. Arizona's got great fishing, you know, all the way down through Texas. You stay, you watch my video log, you write in, tell me what you want to see, and I bet you I'll have something for you. If not, I'll go out and get it. If you want to come out and fish with me, you let me know. All right? So again, hope to see you out on the water. This is Dave Albee. I'm with Albee Gone Fishing. Have a good one.